Some shows don't need a celebrity narrator to introduce the show, but this show does. In a world filled with endless opportunities, why would two men who have built 13 multi-million-dollar businesses altruistically invest 5 hours per day to teach you the best practice business systems and moves that you can use? Because they believe in you, and they have a lot of time on their hands. They started from the bottom, now they're here. It's the Thrivetime show starring the former U.S. Small Business Administration's Entrepreneur of the Year, Clay Clark, and the entrepreneur trapped inside an optometrist's body, Dr. Robert Zollner. 2 men, 8 kids, co-created by 2 different women, 13 multi-million-dollar businesses.
Get ready to enter the Thrivetime show.
We started from the bottom, now we here. We started from the bottom and we'll show you how to get here. Started from the bottom, now we here. We started from the bottom, now we here.
We started from the bottom, now we're on the top. Teaching you the systems to get what we got. Colton Dixon's on the hooks, I break down the books. Z's bringing some wisdom and the good looks. As the father of 5, that's why I'm alive. So if you see my wife and kids, please tell them hi. It's the C&Z up on your radio. And now 3, 2, 1, here we go.
We started from the bottom, now we here. We started from the bottom and we'll show you how to.
All right, Thrive Nation, if you want to join in the conversation, go to thrivetimeshow.com/millionaire, and you can download a free ebook copy of my newest book called A Millionaire's Guide, How to Become Sustainably Rich. Again, it's A Millionaire's Guide, How to Become Sustainably Rich. And I think a lot of times people, as we strive to achieve success, we want to achieve success, a lot of times we begin to develop theories on how to become rich, or we start to say, it must be nice, or wow, they're lucky, or wow, that opportunity seemed to just jump in their lap, or we start to attribute people's success to luck as opposed to the diligent hard work and effort they put into achieving that success. And in America today, there's 3 very prevalent ways to become wealthy. Way number 1 is you have to be born with an incredible amount of God-given talent, be good at bouncing a basketball, dunking a basketball. Go ahead and make sure that you are born at 6'8", that you can dribble a ball, you're born athletic, and then work really hard, and you can make $10 million a year or more playing professional sports. Or maybe you need to be a gifted musician, or you have some super talent as a singer. And there's a certain group of our population that's born with an incredible amount of talent, and that's a very select group of people, and God bless those people. Then there's another way you can achieve success. You can start a business from scratch. I mean, you could run through the minefield of life that is entrepreneurship, and you could sprint through the minefield of entrepreneurship and try not to kill yourself in the process. And you can learn from mentors and mistakes, and you can really navigate that, and you can do that. And I've done that, and today's guest has done that as well. But the third option is you could buy a turnkey, proven system. A system that's been proven to work year after year, time after time. And so I want to give you 3 examples of 3 options that exist today as it relates to buying a franchise, a proven business model. One is a company called OxyFresh, OXIFresh.com. This company, I've worked with them for over a decade. We've helped them to grow past 500 locations now. There's over 500 OXIFresh.com locations. The investment level to buy an OxyFresh is $50,000 or less. They provide a call center for you, a scheduling center for you, and it's a turnkey business operation. So your core job would be to clean carpets and to teach people how to clean carpets, to manage the people that clean those carpets. The second franchise opportunity I want to tell you about is called TipTopCanine.com. It's a franchise. It's a dog training franchise that I've helped to grow from 1 location to more than 15 locations, and it's called TipTopCanine.com, and it requires you learning how to train dogs and training people to train dogs. And it's a fantastic turnkey opportunity if you like dogs and like to be around dogs and like to make sure that you feed said dogs so that you don't kill your dogs. And again, that's tiptopcanine.com. And the third option is a company called Window Ninjas. We've had the opportunity to work with Gabe Salinas, the founder of that company, and to help him grow his wonderful company called Window Ninjas. And Gabe is now at the point where he's wanting to franchise his business. He's franchising the company. He's selling selling the turnkey business model right now, and we're going to tap into his wisdom on today's show as we do kind of a 20 questions edition of the Thrivetime show. So, Gabe Salinas, welcome onto the Thrivetime show. How are you, sir?
I am wonderful. Thanks for having me, Clay.
Gabe, for people out there that are following along here by reading a copy of the book, A Millionaire's Guide, How to Become Sustainably Rich, by going to thrivetimeshow.com/millionaire, we're going to go to page 103. And I'm going to fire off some of the systems that you have in place. And I'd love to get your quick take on each one of these. We're going to go through 20 of them as to why you need to have this in place and why you have this in place at Window Ninjas. Okay, so here we go. Standardized pricing. Sir, why do you at Window Ninjas have standardized pricing for franchise owners and for yourself?
Well, standardized pricing, as opposed to making up numbers as you go along, benefits the customer, and it benefits the people in the call center, and it benefits the actual location. You got to have standardized pricing. Otherwise, you don't know how to properly charge for a specific service or some sort of goods that people want to consume. Because if you're haphazardly making up those numbers, then there's complete inconsistency, there's no way to scale it, and there's really no way to tell if you're accurately making profit.
Second system that you have in place at Window Ninjas, and I would recommend that if anybody out there, if you're starting a business or growing one, you need to have these in place. You have a clear agreement in place for customers. So if somebody's reaches out to windowninjas.com, they want to hire you guys to clean their windows. This isn't the first time you've done it, and you've done it thousands of times. So you already have agreements, documentation, all that nitty-gritty detail, the receipt, the documentation. Why do you have to have those things in place, sir?
Well, it just goes back to the systems and the process of doing things. In order for anything to be scalable, you've got to have all of these things written down in order in a systematic manner so that you know to go from letter A to B to C all the way through the alphabet to make sure that you're enjoying complete success. If you go haphazardly through it, or missing the letters, C through F, then there's always going to be a problem. And in order to avoid some issues and some problems, you got to have scalable systems that are clearly written, clearly designed, and implemented all the way through each aspect of the client cycle.
Next, third, you have scripts in place. When the phone rings, inbound scripts, outbound scripts, frequently asked question scripts. Why is it important to have pre-written scripts for all the systems you have at Window Ninjas?
So actually answer the questions that the consumer is asking in a clear, concise, and professional manner that is always the same. It avoids keeping random employees from kind of going off on tangent or talking about something kind of out of their elbow just to get to their ear, and it just makes things really clear and concise. It creates a good conversation flow with the client. You're able to capture any benefits that the company is going to provide to the client. It's going to provide, a clear written script is going to engage a client in a friendly manner. It's also going to ask the client exactly what it is that they need. You're bound to find out what the needs are, and you're also bound to be doing it in a clear and concise and conversational manner. And then there's always the call to action, which is typically what you find at the end of the script, which means, hey, let's go ahead and get you scheduled. Can we do it on this specific day? Boom, boom, boom. Close it out the deal. Everybody's happy. But unless you have clear scripts that are written in a nice conversational way that provides benefits, finds out the customer's needs, gives some advantages of why you want to utilize the company that you're calling upon, and then offering up a solution to their problem with the scheduling platform, hey, it's always going to be a round robin if you don't have those clear sales scripts written out.
Now, again, a big value of buying a franchise is that you have these systems in place, so it saves a lot of time and energy to do it. I mean, you've taken a long time, many years to build these systems. Pre-written emails, when customers reach out, you have pre-written autoresponders, you have pre-written emails, and it takes a long time to write all those. Can you, again, talk about the importance of having pre-written emails that respond to customer inquiries?
Absolutely. Pre-written emails is one of the most important things that you could have, because most humans today want to do business or have interactions via email. So when you have pre-written emails that are outlined for each aspect of questions or concerns that a consumer might have, it makes things a lot easier because you're not having to think for the next 30 minutes how you're going to respond to a client's question or need. And so not only does it streamline things for the call center, but it also makes it much more enjoyable for the consumer.
By the way, if anybody's out there listening today and they want to get a hold of you to learn more about buying a franchise, what's the best way for people to do that?
The best way to do that is go online. You can go online to windowninjas.com, click on our franchise button, and you'll pop up a little email prompt, and it'll address you to opportunities at windowninjas.com. And then you can always call our office directly, and they will pass you along to somebody like myself or one of our other sales representatives. 833 Ninjas 1, and one or two ways will find its way over here to our team at Window Ninjas.
Now, again, the franchise, I'm on the website right now, and I'm not trying to paint you into a corner, but I'm up there right now, and you're saying that I just go to the website, and then there on the website, that's where I can learn about franchising?
Absolutely. Go to windowninjas.com. You'll see a franchise button.
Boom.
And when you click on that franchise button, it'll give you some information. More than likely, you're going to want to send us an email. We get inundated with them, but that's okay. We love emails from great people, and it's at opportunities at windowninjas.com. And like I said, again, if you're one of the phone people, if you're one of those kind of guys that want to talk on the phone, by all means, I love talking on the phone. Give me a call, 833-NINJAS-1.
Now, system number 5, you have to make sure that you have a website that's fully optimized. Now, we've had an opportunity to work with you and your team to work on the process of developing a turnkey search engine optimization strategy. So you come up top in the search engine results and all of the markets that you're serving. Can you talk about the value of having a turnkey search engine optimization strategy in place?
Well, unless you never want to be found on the internet, the World Wide Web, then there would be no reason not to optimize your website, have SEO optimization. That whole gamut is super important. And some of the stuff that you guys have taught us over there at Thrive is it's super important to make sure that your website is Google Canonical compliant and that it's being fully optimized so that people can find you out there in the world. And so with your help and with some of the things that our marketing team over at Window Ninjas does, we make sure that our website is top and front of center of every single one of the consumers that we want to be in every single one of our markets. Otherwise, if we didn't do that, no one would be able to find us.
Now, you have advertisements that you've already refined. You've already tested them. You've run the ads. You figured out which ads work, which ads don't, what creative artwork works great, what creative artwork doesn't work great. You've already done that. You've already gone through and beta tested. You've figured out every possible idea that you've come up with in your mind. You've tested it. You've ran it. You figured out, well, that didn't work. Wow, that did work. Or, oh, no, that one didn't work at all. I mean, you've already refined that. Talk about the importance of having advertisements in place that have already been proven to work.
Well, it's a no-brainer kind of deal. I mean, it just takes the guesswork out of it because we've already refined and implemented and refined some more and implemented some more and then refined again and implemented some more. We're now getting in our flow of what works tremendously. We're getting constant amount, a steady flow of leads coming into our one box every single day. Sometimes we'll come in on a Monday and our one box will be filled up with service requests and requests for services to be done and more information about Window Ninjas. And we've refined all of that to benefit the system, benefit each one of our locations, and benefit our clients by going through those proven steps that has led us down that road.
Final 2 areas I want to hit on here, rapid fire here, is a hiring strategy. So many people tell me, before they become a client, they say, I struggle to find people. I don't know how to find good people, don't know how to hire them. I want to, but I don't know how. I look and I search and I run ads and I've run a lot of ads. I've met people. I've gone to networking events. I've gone to trade shows. I do the career fair. I've called my sister's mother, tried to hire her, called the neighbors. I've done mass mailers. I went door to door. I went to church networking events. I pretended to be a member of that church. I felt kind of bad about it, but to try to network there. I joined the Chamber of Commerce. I've gone to those events. I've gone to the local Rotary events. I've joined a networking association. I've put it on my website. I've posted online. I've sent emails to my customers. You guys have nailed down. We've worked together to nail down a hiring strategy. Please talk to our listeners there about the importance of having the system refined for hiring and inspiring, training, and retaining great people.
Well, Clay, that is a great question. You articulated it very well. Hiring new people and bringing them on to get onboarded is probably one of the hardest jobs a business owner has. And if you put your head in the ground and try to cover it up with 15 layers of dirt and act like an ostrich, then you're still not going to find anybody. So it is important to do some of the things that you talked about just a minute ago. Hey, go network with your peers, find other people who know great people, and try to find employees that way. But we've created a system over here at Window Ninjas where we have an interview process. Where we interview people once a week. We bring a whole batch of people into our offices and we talk about Window Ninjas, and we find out about these different people who are looking for jobs. But we wouldn't be able to bring those people in-house unless we had a system in place for hiring and steady hiring of employees. And with the help of your team and implementing some of the systems that you suggested to us, we've been very good at being able to bring people into our office, vet them, find out if they're going to be a good fit for us and if we're going to be a good fit for them. And once we've done that, then the next step is bringing them on to get onboarded, where we have to, it's kind of like the first day of school. They have to come in, they got to get familiar with the building, they got to get familiar with their workspace, they got to get familiar with the team, and then we have to have somebody that goes and sits there with them and holds their hand for a short amount of time and starts showing them all of our proven systems so that they're capable of doing their job. But by sticking your head in the ground and just complaining about it, nothing ever gets done. And that's what's cool about us over here at Window Ninjas. We have all these systems and processes in place that make things easy for the guy that wants to get into business but isn't quite sure about, how to. I mean, that's the question. At the end of the day, it's the question. What do you got to do to get into business for yourself? You got to hire people. You got to have a great product. You got to put that product to market. You got to sell that product. You got to have people that can actually service the client, right? And you got to have somebody that can service your employees as well. There's a lot that goes on with the business.
Right.
And that's why buying a franchise like OxyFresh or Tip Top Canine or us over here at Window Ninjas, I mean, you guys do a great job of kind of spreading it out there. Hey, if you like dogs, go to Tip Top. Hey, man, if you want to clean carpets, go there to OxyFresh. But if you want to be outside, you want to pressure wash houses, you want to clean windows, you want to do gutter cleaning, you want to do those kind of things, hey, man, come over here to Window Ninjas. But all three of us have the same thing together. We all have systems that are proven and work and are scalable.
I have people that will reach out to me and they'll go, well, is a Tip Top good for me? And I said, well, if you love dogs, if you love dogs, it's great. It's phenomenal. I mean, it's a wonderful opportunity. People say to me, I really don't like dogs at all, but I think I'm willing to buy one. I'm like, no. You don't want to have a business where you hate every aspect of your day every day. I mean, if you don't like dogs, don't spend all your time training dogs. So a Tip Top Canine, if you're a dog lover out there, it's a phenomenal opportunity. Now, if you're somebody who says, you know what, I don't want to do the dog thing. I would say that an OxyFresh is a phenomenal opportunity, but you know what? We're almost out of territories. I mean, we have 507 locations open right now. I mean, we're running out of territory. So if you want to buy an OxyFresh and you want to buy one in Oklahoma City, we're sold out. If you want to buy one in Denver, we're sold out. You want to buy that's kind of a challenge. Window Ninjas, and final kind of capstone thought. We've worked with you now for I want to say 3 years. Is that accurate?
Yep, that's right on the head.
So I've known you for 3 years. I've worked with you for 3 years. I can speak highly about you having been in the trenches with you, working with you, helping you grow your company. And just to speak to the growth of the business, since we met you, I mean, how much have you grown? Like, I want people to know they're teaming up with a winner here.
Well, in the past 3 years since I've known you, we have doubled in size. We've added new locations, and we gotten to the point where we were able to scale and develop into a franchise system where we're now advertising the sale of franchisees, franchises for new franchisees in all kinds of markets throughout the United States. So we are a growing brand. We're becoming a household name. And with your help in implementing systems and the advice from your team and their coaching abilities, man, we've been able to create some great success over here at Window Ninjas. So, listening to you guys on a regular basis, talking to you on a regular basis, being coached from your team on a regular basis, all those things have kind of gotten us to where we are, in conjunction with the hard work that it takes to do the daily things that need to be done to operate and run a business smoothly and efficiently. And so all the people out there in the world that are looking for businesses that are unsure or don't know, or, do I want to do this or do I want to do that? My best advice for anybody is just make a decision. If you want to be in business, go into business. Find something that you like to do, right? Or find something that has a good profit margin, right? And go ahead and jump in, learn everything about it, become a franchisee. That's the best way to get to scalability quickest, right?
Yeah.
And then, man, just embrace it. Absorb yourself in it. Follow the systems. Follow the path. And man, all of these same systems, OxyFresh, Tip Top Canine, myself at Window Ninjas, all of these are scalable so that business owners can be business owners and not have to be living inside the business 100% of the time. We have absentee owners. We have owners that are very hands-on. We have owners that choose to have a manager in place to run their operations, and they're at a higher level of looking down over everything to make sure all the systems and all the profits and everything's coming in the way it's supposed to. So, I mean, these are three great opportunities for any person out there who's listening to us today to take advantage of. Window Ninjas, OxyFresh, or Tip Top Canine. Of course, I would love everybody to come over here to Window Ninjas.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Listen, we're growing.
I can tell you this. I know people
we've
that
got all kinds of locations available.
I know there are people that have used your service that I bumped into at Reawaken America Tour events that are very happy with your service. I mean, you guys do a phenomenal job at Window Ninjas. It's kind of interesting, but I'm meeting people in line at the Reawaken Tour. And tell everybody, what are the cities that you're in? What are the locations you currently have?
In North Carolina, we're in Wilmington, we're in Raleigh, and we're in Charlotte. South Carolina, we're in Charleston.
Yep.
We are in Columbia, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, as well as Greenville, Spartanburg. In Tennessee, we have an operation in Nashville, great city. And in Virginia, we have operations in Richmond, and we have operations in Williamsburg, as well as Virginia Beach, Virginia.
That's where I ran into.
So there's plenty. So
Myrtle,
go ahead, I'm sorry.
I'll say Myrtle Beach is where I ran into your customers because we did the Reawaken Tour there, and someone's like, "You're the Window Ninjas guy," and I'm like, "No. Gabe is the Window Ninjas guy. He's been on our show." And they go, "Oh, okay." So I just, it's kind of fun to run into people that have done business with you. You guys really do a good job, Gabe. I'll give you the final word there. What do you want to say to all the listeners out there, sir?
Final word for the listeners today is going to be, I'm going to go back to what we talked about earlier today. Make a decision. If you're interested in business, you've got dreams of owning a business, there's no better way. There's no faster and better way to do it than to do it with some sort of franchise system. I wish you would come over and talk to us. Hey, man, maybe we're a great fit for you over at Window Ninjas. Hey, go talk to the guys at Oxy. Go talk to the guys at Tip Top. Hey, man, you can go talk to the guys that are cutting hair. But just make a decision. Figure out what you want to do and just do it. Stop procrastinating. Stop putting it off. Stop saying, oh, if I just had a couple more dollars. Just go ahead and dive head first into the pool, make a great call to action, and be successful.
Bam! Gabe, I appreciate you so much, sir. Have a great rest of your day. We'll talk to you not next week because we're hosting a business conference, but the week after. We'll talk to you again there, sir.
Sounds great, Clay. I appreciate it. Everybody keep shining.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Thomas Crossan, owner and founder of Full Package Media in Dallas, Texas. I've been a coaching client with Clay Clark since the beginning of our business. We started about a year ago, August of last year. I had no clients, no idea what we were doing, no clue really what was going on. And now we've grown to where we've got 6 photographers, we've got office space here. I have an admin, sales person that works for us full time, developing an online system. And a lot of that growth we attribute to Clay helping us. And there's so many things that his stuff is not, revolutionary. It's not this crazy walk on hot coals and all this stuff. It's just real stuff. And like group interviews, we were totally against group interviews. We were like, no, we're different and we're special, and we need to, do one-on-one interviews so we can find good quality candidates and not just kind of do this group interview thing. And we tried that and we failed miserably. We did group interviews. Now we do them every 2 weeks. And it's awesome. It works good. We always have kind of an influx of new people that we can train, get going. He's helped us a lot with our website, graphic design, SEO. SEO is another thing that I thought before I started this business and before Clay that it was kind of a joke or something that only your Apples of the world and Amazon could get to the top of Google. But Clay said, no, just do these things. follow these steps and you'll get there. And I think now we look today and we're number 2 for Dallas real estate photography. If you don't believe me, you can look. So we're getting to the top of there. That's really cool. It's really awesome to get leads that people will call you and say, hey, I found you on Google. We want to hear about your services. So that's really great. I'd say there's nobody out there that's not a good coaching client for Clay. Anyone, regardless of the business, it's not about what the business is, what the specialty is. It's about following the steps, doing what he says. It's a good thing. An hour a week, it gets you on track and keeps you kind of in line of what you're doing and what you shouldn't be doing. And it's good to kind of give you some flow and future goals of your business. And I remember our first meeting, we set our goals, and our goal was to do 16 shoots a week. And at the time, me and my business partner / girlfriend Gretchen were like, "Oh, we're never gonna do 16 a week. That's just like crazy." And today we're doing 9, and we did about 54 last week. So he's helped us grow. We've put in a lot of hours, a lot of hard work as well. But if you follow his steps and do what he says, there's a lot of principles that he's kind of taught and instilled in us that help us. So. Clay Clark is the way to go. I wouldn't venture out to find someone else. They'd be more expensive and a lot more fluff and no real actionable work and things to get your business growing. So that's the way to go. Thanks.
I showed you.
Jimmy! You smell like a winner. You smell like you are.
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges score.
The Thrivetime Show, 2-day interactive business workshops, are the highest and most reviewed business workshops on the planet.
You can learn the proven 13-point business systems that Dr. Zellner and I have used over and over to start and grow successful companies. We get into the specific steps on what you need to do to optimize your website. We're going to teach you how to fix your conversion rate. We're going to teach you how to do a social media marketing campaign that works. How do you raise capital? How do you get a small business loan? We teach you everything you need to know here during a 2-day, 15-hour workshop. It's all here for you. You work every day in your business, but for 2 days you can escape and work on your business and build these proven systems so now you can have a successful company that will produce both the time freedom and the financial freedom that you deserve. You're going to leave energized, motivated, but you're also going to leave empowered. The reason why I've built these workshops is because as an entrepreneur, I always wish that I had this. And because there wasn't anything like this, I would go to these motivational seminars, no money down, real estate, Ponzi scheme, get motivated seminars, and they would never teach me anything. It was like you went there and you paid for the big chocolate Easter bunny, but inside of it, it was a hollow nothingness. And I wanted the knowledge, and they're like, oh, but we'll teach you the knowledge after our next workshop. And the great thing is we have nothing to upsell. At every workshop, we teach you what you need to know. There's no one in the back of the room trying to sell you some next big get-rich-quick,
sales for this week,
hot coals product. It's literally, we teach you the brass tacks, the specific stuff that you need to know to learn how to start and grow a business. And I encourage
Michael,
you to not believe what I'm saying. And I want you
Jason,
to Google
can you kind of pull
the
this in, maybe?
Z66 auto
Just so you can see it. It's kind of pull it that way. Let's get the link. That's more of a link. I can't tell that the link. It's hard to tell.
And say, are
so
they
that's last year's
successful
sales.
Because they're geniuses? Or are they successful because they have a proven system? When you do that research, you will discover that the same system that we use in our own business can be used in your business. Come to Tulsa, book a ticket, and I guarantee you it's going to be the best business workshop ever, and we'll even give you your money back if you don't want it. We've built this facility for you, and we're excited to see it.
There it is. Awesome.
I baked from home for years as I was raising my children and teaching, and it was there that people continually said year after year, Kat, you really need to go into business. You should open a bakery. And I'm thinking, I don't have time to open a bakery. I'm raising 2 kids. I'm getting my master's degree. Not to mention, I know nothing about business. So here I am, I'm super thrilled. My little bakery is being built in Bixby and all is well. We move into the new bakery. The excitement is like over the top. And 3 weeks into it, my husband and I separate. Talk about a blow. That was the most difficult thing I had ever experienced to date. I had that blow, and I did have to make a decision. Am I going to be a big girl? Am I going to get better, or am I going to give up? I couldn't give up. I'm a divorced woman. I have to earn a living. And so 18-hour days, bring it on. Let's do this thing. 4 years later, my business partner's husband, Deemer, asked me a question one day. He said, Kat, are you going to continue treating this business like a hobby, or are you going to treat it like a business? That was huge for me. That was super significant in pushing me to get help, pushing me to find a way to make it work. Through several people encouraging me to become a thriver with Thrive 15 was without question the pivotal moment in my business. I went from lacking some confidence to becoming empowered through knowledge of how to grow a business. Our sales are 50% plus what they were a year ago. I feel I've regained confidence in myself as an entrepreneur and in my business. Becoming educated through Thrive 15 is what made the difference.
My name is Sharita Bent, and I work on the leadership team here at Thrive15.com. Our team is a group of dynamic individuals, and we work really hard to deliver the goods for our clients. We have a variety of clients. Gosh, we work with people in all industries, dentists, bakers, doctors, lawyers. We work with people stateside. We work with people abroad. Really, we don't have any limits to who will help. We help them with search engine optimization, marketing, making a logo, your business card, what's the most effective way to have your website look cutting edge, branding, social media, leadership skills. I mean, the list I could keep going and going and going. Whereas a company may have a budget for branding or a budget for their advertising. We can take all of those things, handle them here in-house, give you excellent results quickly, efficiently, and for a fraction of the cost. So that's our deal. The one thing that you hear over and over is the excitement and the gratitude for the results that we get for them. Most times people are moved to tears, literally, because they just have maybe been stuck in a place where they're maybe not hitting the goals that they have for themselves, or maybe they are just having no profitability at all. And so it's really neat when we can help them. That is the recurring thing that really warms your heart and makes you really excited for the customer too. We have a system, it works. If you work the system will work for you. And so it's like a win-win. We have something that we know totally works. So you can't beat that.
The number of new customers that we've had is up 411% over last year. We are Jared and Jennifer Johnson. We own Platinum Pest and Lawn and are located in Owasso, Oklahoma. And we have been working with Thrive for business coaching for almost a year now.
Yeah. So what we want to do is we want to share some wins with you guys that we've had by working with Thrive. First of all, we're on the top page of Google now. Okay. I just want to let you know what type of accomplishment this is. Our competition, Orkin, Terminex, they're both $1.3 billion companies. They both have 2,000 to 3,000 pages of content attached to their website. So to basically go from virtually non-existent on Google to up on the top page is really saying something. But that's come by being diligent to the systems that Thrive has, by being consistent and diligent on doing podcasts and staying on top of those podcasts to really help with getting up on with their listing and ranking there with Google.
And also we've been trying to get Google reviews, asking our customers for reviews. And now we're the highest rated and most reviewed pest and lawn company in the Tulsa area. And that's really helped with our conversion rate. And the number of new customers that we've had is up 411% over last year.
Wait, say that again. How much are we up?
411%.
Okay, so 411% we're up with our new customers. Amazing.
Right. So not only do we have more customers calling in, we're able to close those deals at a much higher rate than we were before. Right now, our closing rate is about 85%, and that's largely due to First of all, like our Google reviews that we've gotten people really see that our customers are happy, but also we have a script that we follow. And so when customers call in, they get all the information that they need. That script has been refined time and time again. It wasn't a one and done deal. It was a system that we followed with Thrive in the refining process, and that has obviously the 411% shows that system works.
Yeah, so here's a big one for you. So last week alone, our booking percentage was 91%. We actually booked more deals, more new customers last year than we did the first 5 months, or I'm sorry, we booked more deals last week than we did the first 5 months of last year from before we worked with Thrive. So again, we booked more deals last week than the first 5 months of last year. And it's incredible. But the reason why we have that success is by implementing the systems that Thrive has taught us and helped us out with. So.
Some of those systems that we've implemented are group interviews. That way we've really been able to come up with a really great team. We've created and implemented checklists. That way everything gets done and it gets done right. It creates accountability. We're able to make sure that everything gets done properly, both out in the field and also in our office. And also doing the podcast, like Jared had mentioned, that has really, really contributed to our success. But that, like I said, the diligence and consistency in doing those and that system has really, really been a big blessing in our lives. And also, it's really shown that we've gotten the success from following those systems.
Yeah. So before working with Thrive, we were basically stuck. Really no new growth with our business. And we were in a rut and we didn't know.
The last 3 years, our customer base had pretty much stayed the same. We weren't shrinking, but we weren't really growing either.
Yeah, and so we didn't really know where to go, what to do, how to get out of this rut that we're in. But Thrive helped us with that. They implemented those systems. They taught us those systems. They taught us the knowledge that we needed in order to succeed. Now it's been a grind. Absolutely, it's been a grind this last year. But we're getting those fruits from that hard work and the diligent effort that we're able to put into it. So again, we were in a rut. Thrive helped us get out of that rut. And if you're thinking about working with Thrive, quit thinking about it and just do it. Do the action, and you'll get the results. It will take hard work and discipline, but that's what it's going to take in order to really succeed. So we just want to give a big shout out to Thrive, a big thank you out there to Thrive. We wouldn't be where we're at now without their help.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Moore. I'm a pediatric dentist. Through our new digital marketing plan, we have seen a marked increase in the number of new patients that we're seeing every month, year over year. 1 month, for example, we went from 110 new patients the previous year to over 180 new patients in the same month. And overall, our average is running about 40 to 42% increase month over month, year over year. The group of people required to implement our new digital marketing plan is immense, starting with a business coach, videographers, photographers, web designers. Back when I graduated dental school in 1985, nobody advertised. The only marketing that was ethically allowed in everybody's eyes was mouth-to-mouth marketing. By choosing to use the services, you're choosing to use a proven turnkey marketing and coaching system that will grow your practice and get you the results that you're looking for. I went to the University of Oklahoma College of Dentistry, graduated in 1983, and then I did my pediatric dental residency at Baylor College of Dentistry from 1983 to 1985.
Hello, my name is Charles Kolaw with Kolaw Fitness. Today I want to tell you a little bit about Clay Clark and how I know Clay Clark. Clay Clark has been my business coach since 2017. He's helped us grow from 2 locations to now 6 locations. We're planning to do 7 locations in 7 years and then franchise. And Clay has done a great job of helping us navigate anything that has to do with like running the business, building the systems, the checklists, the workflows, the audits, how to navigate lease agreements, how to buy property, how to work with brokers and builders. This guy is just amazing. He's this kind of guy has worked in every single industry. He's written books with like Lee Crockrell, head of Disney, with the 40,000 cast members. He's friends with like Mike Lindell. He does Reawaken America tours where he does these tours all across the country where 10,000 or more people show up to some of these tours. On the day-to-day, he does anywhere from about 160 companies. He's at the top. He has a team of business coaches, videographers, and graphic designers and web developers. and they run 160 companies every single week. So think of this guy with a team of business coaches running 160 companies. So in the weekly, he's running 160 companies. Every 6 to 8 weeks, he's doing Reawaken America tours. Every 6 to 8 weeks, he's also doing business conferences where 200 people show up, and he teaches people a 13-step proven system that he's done and worked with billionaires, helping them grow their companies. So I've seen guys from startups go from startup to being multimillionaires, teaching people how to get time freedom and financial freedom through the system. Critical thinking, document creation, putting it into organizing everything in their head to building into a franchisable, scalable business. Like one of his businesses has like 500 franchises. That's just one of the companies or brands that he works with. So amazing guy. Elon Musk, kind of like smart guy. He kind of comes off sometimes as socially awkward, but he's so brilliant, and he's taught me so much. When I say that, like Clay is like, he doesn't care what people think when you're talking to him. He cares about where you're going in your life and where he can get you to go. And that's what I like him most about him. He's like a good coach. A coach isn't just making you feel good all the time. A coach is actually helping you get to the best you. And Clay has been an amazing business coach. Through the course of that, we became friends. I was really most impressed with him is when I was shadowing him one time. We went into a business deal and listened to it. I got to shadow and listen to it. And when we walked out, I knew that he could make millions on the deal. And they were super excited about working with him. And he told me, he's like, I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to turn it down, because he knew it was going to harm the common good of people in the long run. And the guy's integrity just really wowed me. It brought tears to my eyes to see that this guy, his highest desire was to do what's right. And anyways, just an amazing man. So anyways, impacted me a lot. He's helped navigate anytime I've got nervous or worried about how to run the company, or navigating competition and an economy that's like, I remember we got closed down for 3 months. He helped us navigate on how to stay open, how to get back open, how to just survive through all the COVID shutdowns, lockdowns, because our clubs were all closed for.
I'm Rachel with Tip Top Canine, and we just want to give a huge thank you to Clay and Vanessa Clark.
Hey guys, I'm Ryan with Tip Top Canine. Just want to say a big thank you to Thrive 15. Thank you to Make Your Life Epic. We love you guys, we appreciate you, and really just appreciate how far you've taken us.
This is our old house, right? This is where we used to live a few years ago. This is our old neighborhood. See? It's nice, right?
So this is my old van and our old school marketing, and this is our old team. And by team, I mean it's me and another guy.
This is our new house with our new neighborhood.
This is our new van with our new marketing, and this is our new team. We went from 4 to 14, and I took this beautiful photo. We worked with several different business coaches in the past, and they were all about helping Ryan sell better and just teaching sales, which is awesome, but Ryan is a really great salesman. So we didn't need that. We needed somebody to help us get everything that was in his head out into systems, into manuals and scripts, and actually build a team. So now that we have systems in place, we've gone from 1 to 10 locations in only a year.
In October 2016, we grossed 13 grand for the whole month. Right now it's 2018, the month of October. It's only the 22nd. We've already grossed a little over 50 grand for the whole month, and we still have time to go. We're just thankful for you, thankful for Thrive and your mentorship, and we're really thankful that you guys have helped us to grow a business that we run now instead of the business running us. Just thank you times 1,000.
The Thrivetime Show 2-day interactive business workshops are the highest and most reviewed business workshops on the planet.
You can learn the proven 13-point business systems that Dr. Zellner and I have used over and over to start and grow successful companies. I mean, we get into the specific steps on what you need to do to optimize your website. We're going to teach you how to fix your conversion rate. We're going to teach you how to do a social media marketing campaign that works. How do you raise capital? How do you get a small business loan? We teach you everything you need to know here during a 2-day, 15-hour workshop. It's all here for you. You work every day in your business, but for 2 days you can escape and work on your business and build these proven systems so now you can have a successful company that will produce both the time freedom and the financial freedom that you deserve. You're going to leave energized, motivated, but you're also going to leave empowered. The reason why I've built these workshops is because as an entrepreneur, I always wish that I had this. And because there wasn't anything like this, I would go to these motivational seminars, no money down, real estate, Ponzi scheme, get motivated seminars, and they would never teach me anything. It was like you went there and you paid for the big chocolate Easter bunny, but inside of it, it was a hollow nothingness. And I wanted the knowledge, and they're like, oh, but we'll teach you the knowledge after our next workshop. And the great thing is we have nothing to upsell. At every workshop, we teach you what you need to know. There's no one in the back of the room trying to sell you some next big get-rich-quick, walk-on-hot-coals product. It's literally, we teach you the brass tacks, the specific stuff that you need to know to learn how to start and grow a business. And I encourage you to not believe what I'm saying, and I want you to Google the Z66 auto auction. I want you to Google elephant in the room. Look at Robert Zellner and Associates. Look them up and say, are they successful because they're geniuses, or are they successful because they have a proven system? When you do that research, you will discover that the same systems that we use in our own business can be used in your business. Come to Tulsa, book a ticket, and I guarantee you it's going to be the best business workshop ever, and we'll even give you your money back if you don't love it. We've built this facility for you, and we're excited to see you.
Hey, I'm Ryan Wimpy with Tip Top Canine, and I'm the founder.
I'm Rachel Wimpy, and I am a co-founder.
So we've been running Tip Top for about the last 14 years, franchising for the last 3-4 years. So someone that'd be a good fit for Tip Top loves dogs, they're high energy, they want to be able to own their own job, but they don't want to worry about, that high failure rate. They want to do that like bowling with bumper lanes.
So you give us a call, reach out to us, we'll call you, and then we'll send you an FDD, look over that, read it, fall asleep to it, it's very boring, and then we'll book a discovery day, and you come and you spend a day or two with us, make sure that you actually like it, make sure training dogs is something that you want to do.
So an FDD is a franchise disclosure document. It's a federally regulated document that goes into all the nitty-gritty details of what the franchise agreement entails.
So who would be a good fit to buy a Tip Top Canine would be somebody who loves dogs, who wants to work with dogs all day as their profession. You'll make a lot of money, you'll have a lot of fun, it's very rewarding. And who would not be a good fit is a cat person.
So the upfront cost for Tip Top is $43,000. And a lot of people say they're generating doctor money, but on our disclosure, the numbers are anywhere from over $1 million a year in dog training, what our Oklahoma City location did last year, to 25, 35 grand a month.
To train and get trained by us for Tip Top Canine, to run your own Tip Top Canine, you would be with us for 6 weeks here in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
So we've been married for 7 years.
8 years.
8 years. So if you're watching this video, you're like, hey, maybe I want to be a dog trainer. Hey, that one sounds super amazing. Go to our website, tiptopcanine.com, click on the yellow franchising tab, fill out the form, and Rachel and I will give you a call. Our Oklahoma City location last year, they did over $1 million. He's been running that shop for 3 years. Before, he was a youth pastor with 0 sales experience, 0 dog training experience before he ever met with us.
So just call us, come spend a day with us, spend a couple days with us, make sure you like training dogs, and own your own business.
Well, the biggest reason to buy a Tip Top Canine is so you own your own job and you own your own future, and you don't hate your life. You get an enjoyable job that brings a lot of income, but is really rewarding.
My name is Seth Flint, and I had originally heard about Tip Top Canine through my old pastors who I worked for. They trained their Great Pyrenees with Ryan and Tip Top Canine. They did a phenomenal job and became really good friends with Ryan and Rachel. I was working at a local church, and it was a great experience. I ended up leaving there and working with Ryan and Tip Top Canine. The biggest thing that I really enjoy about being self-employed is that I can create my own schedule. I have the ability to spend more time with my family, my wife and my daughter. So my very favorite thing about training dogs with Tip Top Canine is that I get to work with the people. Obviously, I love working with dogs, but it's just so rewarding to be able to train a dog that had serious issues, whether it's behavioral or whatever, and seeing a transformation, taking that dog home, and mom and dad are literally in tears because of how happy they are with the training. If somebody is interested, I'd say don't hesitate. Make sure you like dogs. Make sure that you enjoy working with people, because we're not just dog trainers. We are customer service people that help dogs, and so definitely don't hesitate. Just come in and ask questions. Ask all the questions you have.